All right, so we're gonna go over the sumo deadlift and how to properly set up and execute the sumo deadlift, and making sure that you keep your lower back protected in this exercise. If you do it incorrectly, if you pull it with your arms or your back comparatively to driving through the ground with your feet and letting your arms go for the ride, you could definitely hurt yourself. So it's important to understand how to set up this way. So what I typically like to do is, I'll show you from a better angle. So anything with your hands inside your legs is considered sumo. Anything with your hands outside your legs is considered conventional, whether you go wide grip or narrow grip, right? So same thing with the sumo deadlift. Whether your feet are narrow and your hands are inside, or your feet are wide and your hands are inside. I like to think about using the same exact position that you would with a squat in your sumo deadlift. So if you're somebody who has a wider stance when you squat, you like to drive your knees out, that's exactly where you're going to sumo deadlift from. So when you're thinking about sumo deadlifting, you want to have you don't want your knees forward, right? It's not a squat. You want your hips to go back, right? Grab the inside of the bar, get everything nice and tight, locked and loaded, and then drive up from there. So your goal here is to find your hamstrings. What I usually tell athletes is if they find their hamstrings, they won't find their back. And then the opposite goes for your back. If you find your back, you won't find your hamstrings, right? So when you're in this locked and loaded position, if your hips are too low, you might feel your back. If your hips are in a good spot, you'll feel your hamstrings getting stretched out and maybe your glutes too. And then from there, just stand up nice and tall. So you're gonna come up to the bar. Again, hands inside, right? Pull the slack out of the bar almost like you're picking it up without actually picking it up. Nice and tall with your chest, and then all the way through, and then slowly come down. You want to end up in the same spot on the way down that you do when you start.